Ahoy! Welcome back to a quirky Kickin' episode. I'm Sam.
And I'm Lujane. Coming up, we will look at the new ID system, an inside look at the new Tremont athletic fields, and the props guys.
Yesterday, there was a shooting at the Cincinnati Fifth Third Bank. There were 5 people injured and 3 confirmed deaths.
Rob Portman, John Kasich, and Mayor of Cincinnati, John Cranley, all commented, with the mayor releasing an official statement saying that, quote, "Our country is the only first world nation with this level of mass shootings," and calling for the nation to start putting ideologies last and human lives first.
With the new school year and recent school security concerns, several new attendance procedures were rolled into place to further school safety.
Sam and I looked into the new ID swipe system.
The Upper Arlington schools had a safety audit done for our school system, and scanners were added to make sure that we know, in case of an emergency, where those students are, if they were in the building or out of the building. So what we tried to do right now is probably release the students that are in the hallway about 30 seconds earlier to go to class. The other thing we did was we have certain doors that you guys know that you can exit from, and certain doors you can enter from. We're hoping that with the 2 parking lots on each side, that flow would be kind of a circular flow. Now, well, right now we just want to talk to that individual. If something were to happen, we would go through that list, and at first glance we would say, you know, Mr. Vasquez isn't in the building, but then the next teacher would say, yes, they were in the building. So we want to just make sure that we're consistent. But we take that into account, that you went to get something, and we make a note of that.
This was Lujane Asaf and Sam Shattuck reporting for the WARL. Ask a police officer or an ID administrator if you have any questions about the new system.
Trashless Tuesday has now been moved to Thursdays, with the change beginning next week.
Student council members have a meeting after school today in room 211.
Also, remember that homecoming is fast approaching, so cut your teeth, get your spray tans, and think about who you want to ask and what dress you want to wear.
The dance is September 22nd, right here at UAHS.
The dance has an 80s theme, and tickets are $28.
And don't forget, next week on Wednesday, the student body will be voting on the homecoming king and queen's court.
Also, send in your pics of your homecoming proposals to our Twitter at live_UA to see some of UA's hottest couples.
And now to CJ and Aurora with sports.
Welcome to sports. I'm CJ.
And I'm Aurora.
The UA Special Olympics is recruiting volunteers for their swim team this season. The time commitment is 1 hour per week.
Practices are on Sundays from 12 to 1 p.m. here at the high school beginning this weekend.
If you're interested, email Ms. Crawford at jcrawford@uaschools.org.
On Wednesday, the Field Hockey Bears ended their game against New Albany with a score of 3-1.
In the New Albany Girls Golf Classic, Emily Hummer shot a 72 and Julia Rabadam shot a 76 to earn the All-Tournament Team Honors Award.
And the boys golf team is currently 15-0 in OCC play, led by senior captains Quinn Patterson and Matthew Kramer.
They also recently participated in the Lancaster Invitational, with Kramer shooting a 71 to win the event.
On Wednesday, the Field Hockey Bears beat New Albany with a score of 3-1. Congrats to all of our athletes.
The field hockey team and many other UAHS athletic teams have been affected due to the construction of the new turf fields at Northam Park.
CJ and I got up to date on the new field at Northam. Construction at the Tremont Park field started during the summer and has been a huge inconvenience to many sports teams. Soccer has had to practice on the baseball diamond, and field hockey, football, and lacrosse all have to share the practice field at UAHS.
All right, so my thoughts on the new field. Honestly, it's going to be pretty geesy not being able to play in the Marv this year, like for our senior year, but we're all really appreciative that the athletic department provided us with a new facility to practice at and play at.
We're thankful for the Northam field because it gives us a new place to practice and we don't have to share the field with other teams.
We're really hoping that our hockey team will thrive with this new turf in.
Okay, so yeah, Northam's going to be great for them, they're going to get a lot done there. I mean, it's hard to compare to, the Marv, with that historic value. And UA is a great team, and Northam is going to be a great field. They're going to get a lot done there. It's just going to be awesome.
This has been Aurora and CJ for the WARL. Construction at the Tremont Park field started during the
that
summer
field
and
will
has been a
be
huge
seeing a lot of
inconvenience
use
to
in the
many
coming
sports
years.
teams.
Athlete of the week
Soccer
goes
is
to
at a
Chris Schweistal. During last Friday's football game at Findlay, he rushed for 138 yards and scored two touchdowns, one of which won the game for the Bears in overtime.
The R2 Deers have a game tonight against Winton Woods.
If you want to watch Doughboy and the Bears, kickoff is at 7 p.m. and the theme is Hawaiian Beach. Also, listen to your Bear Den leaders about this week's stunt.
Your Buckeyes play Rutgers this weekend, and with the win, the Buckeyes will reach 900 wins.
The game is at 3:30, but is expected to have bad weather due to the tropical storm Gordon.
Now we slap it to the couch with Piper.
Welcome to the couch. I'm Piper.
And I'm Griffin.
Last Tuesday, Lynn Fruit Farms closed their Honeycrisp apple orchard for the season due to disease besetting the crops.
This is the first time in 42 years they have chosen to cancel their pick your own weekends.
Help us decide, Bears. Are Honeycrisp or Fuji apples better?
Vote on our Twitter poll at live_UA.
Another popular outing for students in the first few weeks of school is the Breakaway Music Festival.
Piper and I got a close look on the sweat-filled mosh pit that is Breakaway.
This had headliners such as Halsey, Odessa, Migos, Khalid. Even if you didn't attend Breakaway, you definitely got a secondhand experience of what it was like through girls' Instagram pictures with dual peace sign or Snapchat stories of the same song through different points of view.
Probably the best Breakaway performance this year was definitely Kendrick Lamar. Like, no doubt, he was just mind-blowing. I was front row. Supreme Jack, like, he just killed it. He really knocked it out of the park. And then I'd say second, probably Extension. I would just have my white Gucci sweatshirt on, but I had Ross on my shoulders the entire time. It just got stepped on. Like, he got his feet all over, like, the side.
Not even gonna lie, best weekend of my life. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. It was incredible.
This has been Piper Karate and Griffin Quinn reporting for the WARL.
Breakaway was the best thing since sliced bread.
You might have noticed the ribbons around town. These ribbons are raising awareness about ovarian cancer throughout the United States.
Strides for Hope is a 5K hosted at COSI in Genoa Park on September 16th to raise ovarian cancer awareness.
Visit ocao.org for more information on how to get involved.
That's all for this week on the couch. Now let's kick it back to Sam and Lujane at Maine.
If you're currently planning for spring break, there's an expedition to Panama that focuses on experiencing the culture and wildlife.
If you're interested, there's an informational meeting on September 11th at 7 p.m. and you can also contact Senor Hayes.
Remember to complete your service hours before the extended deadline this upcoming Tuesday.
Before we finish up, if you're feeling down in the dumps, just look around. The props guy might be coming right at you. Griffin's gonna give us a peek on who the props guy is.
Hey, one test doesn't determine. Keep up the good work.
Good.
Props. Props not safe. So, I like to keep the good vibes going. When someone does something right, you just gotta give them props. Props are kind of a universal. Kind of brings good fortune to the crowd, bring a good vibe to the set, and that's just what I'm here for. I'm here to make people feel good and keep them going. We got to keep the set going, so give them some props. Hey, keep up the hard work. Props, man.
I love Charlie. He props me up. In fact, I don't think there's a single person here he hasn't given props to.
Props, man. Charlie, yo, bro, come give me props, man. Yo.
Props.
Yeah, what's up?
But yeah, the props guy, he's awesome, me and him. We get along. I wouldn't go as far as to say that we are, have a great relationship. Sometimes, the tensions are running high just because, he doesn't always give me props, which is cool, I don't care. But it's just like, it comes down to a point, I need that support.
You will have to find out how this feud ends when Props Guy continues next week.
If you're interested in theatrical performances, there are auditions for Dracula at the Columbus Children's Theater on September 10th and 11th at 7 p.m.
The following members of the 2018 South Central Alt Orchestra deserve recognition: Kyle McLaughlin, Jimmy Pereira, Annie Schuler, Sudie Shaw, Hannah Shee, Wendy Shee, Raina Zhao, Susan Zunick, and Joanna Lee.
And congrats to Jimmy, Anna, Rena, and Susan, who also made the 2019 OMEA All-State Orchestra.
Next week, we'll take a look at field hockey, the Teen Miss Ohio, and the clubs you can join here at UAHS.
Much obliged for your viewing, Bears.